Hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended full family, we're all going through these different changes. We're all getting clarity from many levels. But trust and believe everything that is toying with your emotions or whatever it is paying you on that emotional roller coaster. Trust and believe, you know what, everything is going in full circle and you're almost at the end. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light. Many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have not been watching my videos if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when you're about to upload your next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up. Let me know about your empathic gift and how it impacts your life and head you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative to you, give you good vibes, inspiration that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times, and just needing, spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. While you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for your love and support. It's greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the YouTube channel I'm using for my meditation today is called Zen Life Relax. It's called Heals Heart Chakra, Love 42 Hertz, Full Body Aura Cleanse, Peaceful Meditation Music. And I will post their link in the description box below. And my video today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, the table has been prepared for you in the presence of your enemies. And I was like, oh, as soon as I said that, all of a sudden, all these daggone hairs just popped up. Okay. I was going through my workout this morning. All of a sudden these songs are coming left and right. Universe has all type of forms and ways of sending signs to you. We're all going through things, and it just seemed like everybody and their mom was telling me, Roslynn, I was going through it yesterday. Roslynn, I was going through it. I was getting tested. I was getting triggered. All these different things are going on where everything is sitting full, at front view for you. That, it's like all or nothing right now. And we're all healing. We're all trying to find our best way of being able to remain in that peaceful vibe of positivity. As soon as I said that, all my I'm telling you, y'all, my energy is changing like crazy right now. Going through that has not been easy for us. It hasn't, and it's just like a lot of times when you're going through things, it just seemed like things start breaking down. It just seemed like folks, they be trying to, do any and everything to you, feel like they're getting over, or people just, coming at you left and right. When you try to make peace and you try to forgive something, then 20 things start popping up. You really trying to make peace with that. And it was just like going through these different days. I don't took off like 2 or 3 days. I can't remember, because I try to do videos every other day, or I try to do them every few days and then stop and give me 2 days or whatever. But it was like, when I said it was like changes was at its all-time high for me. Changes was at its all-time high. Just cutting cords, releasing a lot of things. It's different when you can tell something. Like with my situation, I was like, I forgive my abusers, this and this and this and that. And I've told them, but there was a lot of, when we're healing in layers. You may be feeling like, okay, I'm done, I'm healed from this, this situation. And then there's some other things that may come uncovered that you may have suppressed, throughout your time of going through certain things. And there's a lot of people I've connected with. They say, Rosalind, I'm trying to be open towards my gift. I'm trying to be open with healing. I'm trying to be open with facing a lot of things. And then all of a sudden I get a block because there's resistance there at times, because you don't want to feel that emotion again. You don't want to bring that up because you feel like, there could be a line of other vibrations or memories that'll come back. I dealt with it myself before. I maybe, say something, an example, or there'll be somebody who can truly relate to what I'm talking about. And then as soon as I said them, daggone chills came up again. Can relate to the things that I go through. And, and I try to give them a positive outlook on if I've gone through something. I'm like, hey, from my point of view, I would do it this way, because I try to give somebody the honest opinion. There's a lot of times people, if they're, they're, some way, insecure about you, they'll give you the wrong directions just to send you somewhere just for you to fail. And these things, when I say we're at that point in life where we have all, there are some people that are just now waking up, and there are certain people that has been woke for a while, and you're dealing with a lot of things, and it's like heavy, and it's bringing up all type of emotions, but you just don't realize everything is not what it seems. I say that a lot in the video, but you have to remind myself, as reminding you, is to do the same thing. Not everything is what it seems. Everything is already written, that whatever you're working on, and you especially know if it's not just going to benefit you, it's going to benefit your family, but it's going to benefit the people that are going to come in contact with you. Everything that you're going through is for a higher purpose. You know, any struggles that you have dealt with end up being somebody else's blessing. Like if you like say if I was going to open up a different place, like for a housing complex, and then it's for domestic violence, you already know I've been through different violence, you know, going, you know, dealing with traumatic, toxic relationships, as well as the upbringing. I know I'm going to go hard for it because I knew what it felt like to be boxed in, where people try to control your finances, or when people did things and made other people look at you like you were crazy. When when they put you in your mind, because it's sad, because a lot of people that go through domestic violence, they have it programmed to them that they can't make it out of those situations. They ain't gonna have nobody that's gonna help you. You ain't gonna have the money to do this. You know, people seem to, when people don't want nothing good for you, they will try to control you with every shape, form, or fashion. And it's like, even with my situation, there are certain times where I wanted to haul ass and just like bump this, but universe made sure I was boxed in, because they don't want you running from anything. They want you to face it. So when you face that, you cutting that mess off at the throat, like you're cutting his airway off. Like whatever it is, like a parasite to you. It's like a walking infection to you, whatever you've been holding on to, because it's keeping you from your abundance, it's keeping you from your peace, it's keeping you from your happiness. And these are all the things you had to endure that gives you strength. Because if you know what good you want to do, and it's going to be you being a light worker out there, you doing whatever, you that warrior, you're not going to go hard for it if you have not experienced these things. You're not going to give it all you have if you didn't know what it felt like to be in situations like that. you know and that's why I love what I do, even though I hate using my situation as an example to be somebody else's blessing. That's what they sent for me to do. I don't really like talking about it unless it's like in a positive state of mind, because I don't want somebody thinking I'm trying to rub something in their face or I'm being repetitive. That's not what I'm trying to do. Going through what I went through was not easy for me. When people know the backstory of why I started doing the videos, they're like, girl, no, I know you did not go through that. I'm like, yeah, I did. And I'm a walking reflection of a lot of things people want to keep quiet. A lot of people want to keep in the dark, and it is very sad because I'm still going through that. And and I used to tell God, I got angry. Why are you allowing these people to do this to me? Why are you allowing them? They done kept me from so many different things, and now they're doing more. And it's just like you're allowing them to get away with murder, so to speak, no pun intended. Um, Going through all those different things, it's not been easy for me, but it also gave me so much strength. It's got me open to things that I chose to turn a blind eye on, when I was able to communicate, with the other side of the world, spirit world or whatever, and know things that I wasn't supposed to know. It was treated as a mental illness. And it's like a lot of things I would know. It's like, especially now, it's a beautiful thing, but also it can be a very traumatic thing for me. I don't like being able to see like people going through the death transition, like they already passed. And this is something they're allowing me to see, to understand, and for me to be able to talk about different things that hasn't even came to play yet. And then, they had me do it on video, and boom, next thing you know, especially when it comes to public figures, I've done that a few times since I've been doing these videos. And it was like very traumatic for me. I had to stop doing videos for like 2 or 3 days because that was something that I processed, and people were like, girl, you a good one, because I couldn't deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it either. That's not some kind of gift that I would put on anybody. It's just even my experience I went through. I wouldn't put it on anybody. But it's just like when there's times that you feel like you want to give up, you want to walk away, you want to end it all. I've been there. I mean, there's times where I just wanted to just walk off a cliff or just start slicing wrists and just let myself bleed out and just say, you know what, let them have that. God is like, heck no. I'm not losing nothing. I put you on this, I put you on this purpose for a reason. I put you on this path to help others for a reason. I love being able to wake up and then look at my comments and people telling me, Roslynn, you make my life feel like I got more clarity in my life, and knowing that there's other people that have endured a lot of things that I've gone through. It's just different situations, but it's this same journey, but it's just like different routes, basically. And when you're allowing yourself to spread love, devil don't like that. When you're reflecting truth, devil don't like that. So there's gonna be times where you're gonna feel like people don't got away with a lot of things, or you feel like, every time you're trying to forgive certain people, here they come with the BS again. Or you trying to make peace with things and walk away and they trying to reel you back in. All these different things, when you have something good, you have something great. Because if you didn't, people wouldn't be working so hard for you to make sure you didn't receive these things. With my situation, it's just like I see all type of stuff, and there are certain things I can't even say anything about. Just hold my tongue to make sure I don't sit up here and block something for me just because what I've seen. And it's just like, when you're doing everything from the goodness of your heart. You're doing everything. Sorry, y'all, my allergies are like drop kicking me, and everything is like itching my eyes like graying right now. Going through all these different things that it can really bother you. And if you're doing everything from the kindness of your heart and it's coming from a positive place, trust and believe it's going to be for you, but you have to earn that. The universe has that confidence in us they want us to be able to have in ourselves. A lot of times we second guess our gifts. A lot of times we second guess our path. Are we doing the right things? Are we going the right way? Or are we doing enough? Are we doing over too much? Are we staying focused on the wrong thing? Are we not giving enough focus to certain things? Clarity comes in many forms, many shapes, many signs. And it's just like, if you can do more, do more. But if you get to that point where you need to rest, go ahead and rest, because it's gonna be for you anyway. As long as you see something and you just don't want to do it because of you know because you're worried about what people think or worried about what people say. I remember when I first started this, I was scared as hell, because this was speaking my truth and I wasn't sure about my truth yet. I knew, just because how certain people responded to me about different things when it came to my dad, different folks that I had to deal with on the legal system, and it was just like, when you've been in a lot of legal systems, the difference between somebody trying to help you or they're trying to see how much do you know. And they played on that, for me. But then it was just like, the more, God and universe has a reason for that, because it's like a lot of things that they kept asking me about I wasn't very sure of. But the more they asked me, the more it was starting to uncover different things I suppressed throughout my life. And it was just like, after my father has passed, all of a sudden all these these memories from my traumatic experiences as growing up all came back all at one time, and it put me in rare form to where I was about to either lose it, being caught up in the nut house, or I was about to start dropping bodies all over the place, just because of the fact is I knew what was taking place. If you're a child and there are certain things that's said and done around you, you may not understand it, but as in being an adult and you may be going down and walk down memory lane, it'll start uncovering a lot of things that will make perfect sense to you now. And it's just like, when you're going through all this, when I'm having visions about seeing a whole line, and it's like, if y'all been with me for a while, there's a lot of times that I'm saying something, next thing you know, boom, it appeared. Because it was like 4 or 5 months ago, and I said, all of a sudden I see all these empaths like awakening left, right, left, right, left, right, and they were coming out of the dirt, and all of us are bending together and grabbing hands, and it's like different walks of life from all over the place, from Africa to Zimbabwe to New Zealand to Australia to the British Columbian. It was like everybody, and it was like I was at a bird's eye view, and it was like you just seeing them all raising up, and it's like a beautiful rainbow of people, different religions, all backgrounds, and they were all banding together holding hands, and you just see these big wings, and you're, all warriors, and they're y'all looking up at me. And next thing you know, not even what it was like, probably not even a good month later, I had over 400 people subscribe to my channel within that month and a half to 2 month period. And I was just like, well, dang, there it goes again. People are like, damn, Roslynn, you did it again. And those things are beautiful to me when I'm able to open up, because it's like I've been having this gift since I was a little girl. And there was a lot of things that, I knew that when I was telling my mom was an empath, and it was just like she couldn't talk that stuff like that in front of her husband because he didn't believe in, supernatural and all those different things that went on in life, that it was really hard to deal with. So it's just like when you're going through these different things in your life, it may drag you down, it may have you out for the fight, but trust and believe you're going to be that heavyweight champion and going to get about 4 or 5 rings out of that one round bout. Okay. And it's just going to be, some really good things just coming your way. You shouldn't second guess yourself, because there's a lot of times, you get tired of dealing with the things you're dealing with. Trust me, believe me, I know it's been 4 years for my situation, and it's been very painful, because it's just like when you're constantly seeing a parent of yours and this public figure, and they're passing, and it's just like you got to hear different folks talking stuff, and you feel like that, there's a lot of things that I hear good, but then it's just a lot of things I hear bad, and just a lot of people just trying to be face in the camera just so they can get that 5 minutes of fame, and it's sad, what I'm saying. And it's just like with me and my situation, I never changed face. I always kept that same vibe, except my vibe done got stronger, you know and it was a very hurtful feeling, because it's just like when you see, people that was supposed to be there to protect you, people that was supposed to be there to love you, is the same ones as, trying to cut off your air supply all at the same time. And I'm just like, you know what you did, and you still want to lie about it. And it was scary. Like I said, it was scary starting to tell my story and the experiences I went through. I've had all different type of vibes, people that were encouraging, people that knew I wasn't lying, but that also had people mock me for it, laugh at me, tell me I was lying, or tell me I need to get back on my medication. All those different things is taking place in my life, where it took me on a very, it was like very bad, when I was coming out. I went from being emaciated, losing a lot of hair, losing almost like 60 to 70 pounds within of marijuana, along with, drinking, wine and stuff, back to back at times, even cigarettes. It was chain smoking. And I don't do none of those things. And I picked up a habit of eating, going through emotional depression, of going, what do they call it, emotional eating. And all through those different things, I cried, I ate, I get depressed, I eat, and it was just like, it felt like a nightmare I could never wake up from, because it was like, I was dealing with hits all the way back. It was coming from every direction. And then it is just like, even though it was a blessing to have, even grandparents I never had a chance to meet, um, they've been in my life this whole time. Even when I was going through a little incidences yesterday, my papa came and talked to me, and and he gave me a good pep talk. And it was a blessing for that. If he's not doing it, my mom's doing it. My mom's not doing it while I talk to my dad every day, or my best friends. They're there constantly reminding me of what I'm here for, what my what my mission is, not to lose, not to lose sight on what's important to you. Your enemy will make sure that they can try to distract you. And it's just, it's sad, because I feel like everybody deserves a blessing. Every single person does. If you worked hard for it, and you're going all out for it, and it's not for selfish needs, it's not for anything negative, but this is something that you want, and people try to block you from it. I get mad when I hear other people tell me different things like that, because I know what it feels like. I've been going through it for over 4 years. I've gone through it hard for 4 years after my dad's passing, but it was like, this is the rough side I've gotten, but it's been going on since I was younger. So it's just like, when you're allowing yourself to keep focused on that, even though there may be days that you just need to take a break. There's sometimes you do need to take a pause for the cause. You need to really be able to do that. You shouldn't overwhelm yourself when there's days that you just really you really need to, take that break. But there's a lot of times where you feel like, shutting down. Those are the main times you need to get up, even when you don't feel like getting out of the bed in the morning. It's just for you to go in there, take a shower and brush your teeth, and just try to straighten up, decluttering. It's like my back started hurting when I was laying down too much, laying back like that too much. But going through these things is truly a blessing for you. Even though there's times it's hard to be able to see it as such, but it's like when I'm sitting up here saying I'm seeing a lot of people sitting at a table. We have this big, beautiful feast. It looks like the Last Supper, but it's your first supper of a new chapter of your life that is truly deserving of you. And the main people that try to stop you on that is the main ones that God's going to sit in front of that front row and watch you go off in your feast of abundance, which is something, it's not like a nan now, but, it's a good thing when the main people that try to block you from doing things, or ones that try to discredit you, or try to make you look crazy on certain things that's taking place in your life, are going to be the main ones to sit there and watch you win. And the devil chose them because they're still dealing with their issues. Those are the sleepers. Those are the ones who don't want to change. Those are the ones who think it's too much to sacrifice something for the greater good of themselves. This is like, shoot, God and the universe don't got to do nothing. This is a favor for yourself. But a lot of people are okay for that. But when you're dealing with a lot of people like that does not want to change. They always say, the people that hurt you the most is the ones that hurts the most, and that's fine. I understand that. And they saying you need to help them, but I always tell people, I don't mind helping you, but you have to be able to have that same energy about me helping you for you to help yourself. And it's just like with my situation, everything that I want, I had to earn. Regardless on who I was related to, I had to earn this, because it's just like when I see how people can just get rich overnight just by saying a certain quote that sound ignorant as hell, you know, and I'm just like, really, this really got a spot. And it's like, not trying to throw, shade on nobody, but I was like, okay. I used to get like that. I used to get very mad. It's like the most simplest things to somebody now. Oh, such and such blinked today and they said something very kind about somebody else's child that's out here, or whatever. I was like, well, did y'all get a picture of that? Or there's just certain things that folks just take too much, you know, liking to, or pay too much attention to those people. I'm like, God, oh, maybe it's okay for me to be on this line, because it's like everybody goes into a micro, it's like under a magnifying glass on certain things. It's not even, even important, but it is what it is. But allow yourself to know, you will be in your feast of abundance. Doors are opening for you. Your name is being mentioned. You're about, doors are opening for you. Didn't even go towards or even knocked on. A lot of times you went towards doors that they led you to and it was locked, but they need to see how much your determination you will place on where they're trying to get you at. Are you going to give up just because you done had a couple of no's? You never know. You may have to go through 5 or 6 no's. And just when it comes to that seven, that seven is going to be your happiness. That's going to be your yes. You've gone through different things. You have endured a lot in your life that has really broke you down. But those are the main things that's going to be your come up. Those are where it's going to be your glow up. There are people that prey on your weaknesses, your biggest weaknesses, but don't realize and know that was your strongest asset. So I hope you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and try to go ahead and do another video, because this is like my third time trying to make this video. Is either to start skipping or my daggone eye start itching like crazy. So I had to redo it again. So I would love to give a post notification shout out to Twan Jr., Miss Bernice Hall, Becca, Met and who is that? Trey, Tyra Lover, 941, and Brenda Martinez. Much love to you, sis. And if you're new, please drop me a line. I would love a chance to hear from you. Share, tell somebody about the channel. Give me a thumbs up so it spreads the video out. It's greatly appreciated. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can always find me on IG as Roz Nyla Nelson 77. I'll place that in the in the bio link below. Or you can find me on Facebook Messenger under my name, Roslynn Mckoy. and you can hit me up there. I'll help you out as much as I can and give you directions that, just being able to help you have a deeper understanding about your spiritual path. And whatever we speak on is confidential, so you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. And let it be serious, please, because there'll be certain people that just, they out just trying to be nosy, or they trying to block, or they trying to sit up here, and get around. This is just networking. It ain't trying to get to know anybody on that level. So, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would love a chance to get to know you, get to hear from you, be able to give you a post notification shout out. What else? I hope and pray, know that you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to work hard to manifest into your life comes 100,000 times more than what you expected, or you thought of, or even prayed for. And the same is receiving it as well. So, even through, social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, vibes, frequencies. You never know; those things can really take somebody a long way. And I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible everything you do, and I hope you have a good day. All right, see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.